Hello, good evening. It is 5:30 in the afternoon. It's time to wind down. It's been a busy day and I'm really tired. Oh, so today I kind of did some moving some stuff around. So right here in front of the heater, I had a desk, like a little portable mini desk under there, on wheels with my cat's pillow and blanket on top, and I had it clipped underneath because when I first sat it up there, and she, of course, doesn't just climb up and hop up onto it. No, not my cats. My cats have to take a flying leap from across the room from one end to the other to make the jump. And, it's just like, the freaking pillow would slide. And luckily, it was lower than the heater, so there's no like major accidents. But still, the potential was there. If it was any bit higher, if they were looking up when they were jumping, they could potentially hit their nose onto the heater. So I clamped it around the table and all of that to keep it from moving and everything. But I just still wasn't liking it too much. So today I had an ingenious idea because I still had, their other cat tree, because I did have two cat trees. I got one of them put up right here. This is the small one. And the large one I had, taken apart, sitting in my Jeep, waiting to go to storage where I'm gonna use all of it later anyway to finish, do the catification of my camper, so they have, their furniture with their things, and, there's Venus, hi Venus, so that they can have there's Malusha, have, their furniture that smells like them, because cats are very like scent oriented, so these are like a couple of the shelves that were on the that was part of their other cat tree, and I just, even though this was empty because I didn't have enough wood to cover this entire countertop, so, but they like laying here, and the sun comes in right here, and Venus kept trying to get over here because she likes to lay in the sun, but there was this big gap. It was all they had was a little pillow here. And so I thought this would be better. So, I put this one down, which is a big square, and, kind of leaned it up against the wall and then put the other one on there. So they're kind of counterbalancing, I guess, holding each other in place, So, underneath the heater, the heater's not on right now. But, so yeah, so I did that. And they're liking that a lot better, Venus especially, because she likes to sunbathe. And this is a good window for her to sunbathe. And then in this section here, I put a second coat of primer on everything, and remounted my heater because every time I paint, I have to take it off. I have to go outside and turn the propane off first, and lift it up off the wall and move it over, paint behind it and put it back, and make sure everything is tight again, before I go turn it back on. But just for because I want to be safe, and I'm very I'm afraid of fire, so I found these like little, these are just stovetop covers, I got at the Dollar Tree, and I thought it would be cool to have in my new little my my house, so to speak, because this is where I live now. you know but I really like this. It says thankful and blessed. So I'm thankful and I'm blessed to have, my little camper here. I'm in my own space, even though it's not finished. And, it's a lot of work to do. But, it's okay. I'm doing the work, trying to take care of my mental health issues, stopping when I need to, sit and rest. And, but the physical work, kind of helps, with my mind, So anyway, so I did all of that, which took a lot of work. Put all this stuff back up there, and I had a few other like kitchen appliances and stuff in here, but the issues that I'm having with my generator, with it not having enough power just to even hardly get through the day right now because it's winter time and the sun's not great. You know, today we had a little bit of sun, but it was partly cloudy, so I didn't get full sun today. So I'm sure I'm going to have a problem tonight because I've had my refrigerator plugged in all day. You know, so we'll see how it goes. But I haven't been running anything really. I mean, my computer I've got plugged in because it needs to be charging. I've had to charge my phone. You know, I'm using propane cook stove for cooking, so I'm not using my... So I had an electric burner too, so I just went ahead and took that out of here. So I've got a bunch of more stuff I took out of here. Also to give me more space because I'm just, you know, as I'm learning all this, I'm like, well, I'm probably not going to be able to use that in this thing. It's not efficient, basically. So I put stuff in my Jeep so I can... Because I need to make a run to the storage unit anyway, because I need to go there and drop off some stuff and pick up some stuff. So I need to get some stuff out so I can bring more stuff in, you know. And then down here, you know, underneath, you know, I went ahead and I went ahead and I put primer all the way through here. And, you know, now I got my food down here in this section, and the water jug's back there, and trash can back there, and back there are my power pods. So they're the I'm having a brain fart, y'all. I have brain farts all the time. I can't help it. So, okay, so here you go. It's the Nature's Generator Power Pod Elite system. So I got two of them, two big batteries here, and 4 solar panels up on the roof. And so that's what electricity I'm getting right now. And, you know, this is my refrigerator. You know, it's a mini fridge, but it's a good size mini fridge because, you know, and I wanted a separate freezer, you know, from my refrigerator. And I like red. I like things that look kind of vintage, just vintage looking. So we got that done. You know, I still need to do all of that area up there. And over here, you know, it's not as crowded underneath the bed right now because I got all these bags of food out of there and put under here now that I got that area primed anyway. I got too many tools under my bed. I have 2 bins of tools, a bucket full of tools, and a separate toolbox with tools. So tomorrow, because I need room in here to move stuff around so I can actually get more work done, because I need to focus on the middle area and underneath. And once I get that underneath area, I can, you know, start putting some bookshelves and stuff under there. But I first need to prime that section also. But I have too many tools. I don't even know what I have. I have tools from years ago, back when I still had a house, you know, and so a lot of these tools I don't need anymore. So I'm going to be going through them, and the ones that I can sell, I'm going to sell, and the ones that, you know, I'm just like, whatever, I'll just go donate to Goodwill or Salvation Army or something, I don't know, and just keep what I know I'm going to need, which is, you know, household tools, of course, you know, tools to work on my Jeep, and, you know, tools for my artwork. So it's really all that I need for, because I want to make my own frames and stuff like that, and I want to learn how to carve, you know, so I can make my own carvings on my frames and things like that. So that's in the future. You know, I don't know how to do any of that yet, but I'm hoping I will be able to learn how to do that and add that to my, you know, skill set, I suppose. You know, So yeah, so that's how it is so far right now this evening. It's been a pretty cool day. It's nice and warm in here right now. It's 75, but sun's going down, and I'm ready to take a rest. Honestly, I am pretty beat. Pretty beat. And then I had to pull all my rugs up so I could sleep the floor. So it's amazing how dirty the floor gets. It gets really, really dirty. And so I had to, but of course you can't tell when you have the rugs down. But lifting them up, oh my gosh, it's just grit and dirt and dust and hair everywhere. Everywhere. I got my hair done too today. I did all my hair, so I'm happy with that. So did that this morning before I started working. I went through and with the crochet hook through all of my locks and tightened those all back up. So, I'm not as much of a hot mess. Now it's time to warm up some water and do some cleanup, clean myself up for the evening, get myself ready for bed, that sort of thing. Make me something to eat, some dinner. Yeah, so that's how it is. That's how it's going right now. So everything it's pretty cool. So got the Nature's generator going. It's still charging. The lights are still lighting up. Even though it's dusk. So, they work. It's just not a great time of the year, for getting good enough sun. So I guess that means I'm going to need more power somehow. Kind of really wish I would have had my windmill. I had an idea for my windmill when I bought that to go with it, is I wanted to get it like a long pole, and I wanted to mount it like on the side of the camper and have it kind of on the swivel so that when I'm traveling I could, turn it down, and have it like long ways, and attached on either end, to keep it in motion, kind of like how people like strap ladders to the side of their trucks or whatever, and then whenever I get somewhere, I could just flip it up, flip, plug it in and flip it up, and bring it through the port, and plug it into the battery so that I could have power, at nighttime. So that, if I had that, it would probably really be benefiting me right now, because even though it's not super windy, or whatever, it's, it's still a light breeze, and I'm sure it would still do something, and at night it usually get more of a breeze because it's cooler. So it only makes sense to have a windmill to operate, when you don't have sunlight, right? Well, maybe I'll have to, buy a new one, because I'm sure not gonna get a hold of the person where I had to leave it to find out if they still have it and if I could get it back. It's all the way in Colorado. I'm not driving out there to pick it up, and I don't know if they'd mail it to me or not. It's hard to say if they even still have it, because it was in a shed with a bunch of my stuff, and I had to leave a lot of stuff, so I don't know what they did with my stuff. For all I know, we sold everything, donated it, gave it away. Who knows? I don't know. But I had to leave a lot of stuff behind. So, because it just, this camper just wouldn't hold the weight. I had to be really picky and choosy about what I brought because it was just too darn heavy. Anyway, it is what it is. Such is life. Live and learn, right? Alright, so that's it for this evening. Take it easy. Have a chill. And sayonara. Bye.